area high school basketball is on the air. Every week, Eagle 102 brings you the best of area high school sports. On air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. Now to the court for high school basketball on your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.
Welcome back to Bowling Green High School, the 96th annual Bowling Green Invitational. Jim Ross, Marion Everhart, we're at the James A. Wilson Gymnasium, the middle school gym. We had two good games so far tonight, online and, of course, on radio as well. The Ellsbury Indians defeated Van Far. The game Marion and I had 50-44 to advance to the Consolation Championship game. And over in the high school gym, Clopton came from 13 points down to defeat North Callaway 55-54. Teed up for us now, Louisiana and Silex. We'll have them. The winner will get Ellsbury, and Mark and Cody will have Bowling Green and Winfield in the other semifinal over in the high school. And we'll have our bracket set for Saturday night's championship games. Let's take a break. We'll be back to the Bowling Green Pharmacy pregame show after this on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 pregame show is coming up, brought to you by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
On air, online, on the KJFM radio app, and on Alexa, area high school sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock, Young Enterprises, and Pike County Memorial Hospital.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Show off your school pride today with the Bulldog debit card from Bank of Louisiana. Every time you use your Bulldog debit card, Bank of Louisiana will make a donation to the Louisiana School District. Stop by the bank today and get your new Bulldog debit card so you can start supporting the teachers and students with every swipe. The Bulldog debit card from Bank of Louisiana. Member FDIC.
96th Annual Bowling Green Invitational Tournament action on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Hayden's Motorsports Center, Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Young Enterprises, Penrod Real Estate, and Clint Bowen Construction.
This is Tracy Brookshire, Marketing Coordinator and Public Information Officer for Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice here in Missouri. We are doing our best to keep our community informed as much as possible regarding how the COVID-19 pandemic is affecting our county. Visit our dedicated COVID-19 page on our website at pikecountyhealth.org for resources, latest news, updated case counts, and a contact form for questions and concerns specifically related to the virus. Visit our website to subscribe to our PCHD e-news and be the first to know about any updates and resources we have to offer in our communications. Stay safe out there, Pike County. Your health is our priority, and together we will get through this concerning time.
Broadcasting from the Family Drug Booth, it's the Eagle 102 Game of the Week.
It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Well, Marianne, these two teams met back, I guess it was last Friday. Louisiana, after a slow start, stretched things out, won 67-34. Silex just having a tough time. They graduated their top 3 or 4 guys from last year, so they've got another one of the teams with a young club, starting with guys that haven't got a lot of varsity experience. They've only got 1 win on the season. Louisiana, on the other hand, they've won 5 of their last 6. They laid an egg on Tuesday night against Bowling Green over in the high school gym. Just didn't play well at all. Bowling Green, they're on the rise right now. Be interesting to see how they fare in this 7 o'clock game against Winfield over in the high school gym as well. So Louisiana hope to get things going from the outside. That's where they're best. And again, Silex is one of those teams that they look for somebody who can score. Who can score for us?
They do. And you know what? I've seen Silex a couple different times this year. They're really, they're a team that just luck isn't falling their way. They have some kids who can handle the ball well, but even watching them warm up here, when they take it to the hole, it's off. It rims in and out, or it hits the back of the iron. It's just like the shots just will not fall for them. We're going to see Daniel Havlick have quite a few touches this evening for them, along with Tyler Twellman. Wesley Perkins will come in, and he will be key to this one as well. But Blake Baragiola will be the guy that we're going to be looking to underneath the basket for the Owls tonight. And, he has some tough competition when you go against a Ryan Capps or, even a Mason Washington, some people with some height and who have some experience. And he's going to be the one that they're going to look to try and get those rebounds under the boards.
That's pretty much the story here tonight in this second game. Silex fell to Winfield, the top seed, 71-31. Louisiana fell to Bowling Green, 62-38. As we said, the winner gets Ellsbury, a 50-44 winner over Van Far in our first game here in the middle school gym. Let's take a break. We'll be back with the keys of the game after this on Eagle 102.
Follow area high school sports at home and away, on air, online, on the KJFM radio app, and on Alexa. Area high school sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by Abel's Quick Shops, Mike's Tire and Service Center, and All Parts.
It's the new year and a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. During the process, I'll work closely with your lender and other professionals to make it as effortless as possible. I'm here with you every step of the way, so when you're ready to buy or sell, call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Your 401k is likely one of your most important assets, but it's only one part of a comprehensive retirement strategy. Edward Jones can help you understand how your retirement assets fit into your entire retirement picture so you can work toward meeting your unique retirement goals. Contact me, Kayla Caldwell, your Edward Jones financial advisor, at 2604 Georgia Street in Louisiana. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Area high school basketball from the 96th Annual Bowling Green Invitational Tournament, brought to you by Liggins Flooring, Pow Pow Cattle Farms and Fencing, Craig's Truck and Tractor Service, Lynn's Heritage House, and Rawls County Mutual Insurance.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Keys to the Game on KJFM, sponsored by Vicki Cadwalader Real Estate in Louisiana.
Well, the keys to the game, I'll take Louisiana and give you Silex since I haven't seen Silex. For Louisiana, they like to shoot the three, and if it goes in, they usually are very successful. But as this old saying goes, you live by the three, you can die by the three. And so if the ball doesn't go in, they can make things challenging for themselves, which I think they found out over in the gym, high school gym the other night. And they got to take care of the ball. They have a tendency to turn it over in bunches from time to time. And if they can halfway shoot the ball and take care of the basketball, they ought to have a chance to win this game tonight.
Well, and for the Silex Owls, they're ones that are trying to score more in the paint. The problem they're going to face is Louisiana has some height. We've talked about the wingspan of these boys. They're able to fill up that paint pretty easily, so they're going to have to find a way to either shoot from outside or to worm their way through and get it to the hole without, obviously you don't want to be fouled, but if you can't make your free throws, you're going to have to get the ball in the hoop, and that's going to be that's where they've been struggling this year. They've gotten some nice shots off. They've looked good at times, and other times the ball just doesn't want to fall for them. They do like to push the ball up and down the court. I don't know if they'll do that tonight here in this matchup or not. As I mentioned, Havlik, along with the Twellman and Perkins, really like to run. Thurman as well up and down the court. So we'll see if they can do that. We know that Louisiana, defensively could put a halt to that pretty quick. So they're going to have to they're going to have to see how Louisiana set up, and really it's as simple as it sounds. You're going to have to find a way to work around the Dogs' defense because they're going to keep them on their toes.
Does Silex have some new duds this year? Are those new uniforms, or were they new last year?
Well, I don't know if they're new uniforms. It may be different warm-ups, but I'm not 100% sure.
Good-looking stuff. Good-looking stuff for sure. The other thing that I just realized from the first game, we didn't have any cheerleaders the first game.
We did not have any cheerleaders the first game.
And both Ellsbury and Van Far have very good cheerleading squads, but neither one of them made the trip. Louisiana's cheerleading squad is here. No sign of Silex. So another one of the casualties of the COVID world that we live in.
That is true. We've not seen some of the cheerleading squads that we have in the past, which is kind of a disappointment. The ladies usually do a very nice job down underneath the baskets, and it's fun to see them get the crowds riled up. But unfortunately this year, when some schools limit who can attend and who can be there, the cheerleaders are unfortunately some of the first ones to usually go. So it's nice to see the Lady Bulldog cheerleaders here this evening. I don't know if maybe here in this gym they decide not to come because the baselines are so short, but we've seen crowds manage it. We've seen, what is it, Clopton? They kind of spread around on the other side out there.
Right.
Was it Tuesday night we had cheerleaders in the stands? They were sitting across from they're actually sitting in the stands, and hey, whatever works.
You go to any college game now, the cheerleaders are in the stands, and so that's not so uncommon. That's going to do it for the Bowling Green Pharmacy pregame show. We'll be back with the Community State Bank starting lineups and our opening tip after this on Eagle 102.
Your home for area high school sports is on Eagle 102, on air, online, on the KJFM radio app, and on Alexa. Brought to you by Ingram Plumbing, Bowling Green Pharmacy, and Mid-America Auto and Towing.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life. Community State Bank is committed to meeting or exceeding customer expectations and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Family Drug is your locally owned pharmacy, and their pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because just like you, they support their community. Family Drug, locally owned and hometown proud on Georgia Street in Louisiana. Every game, every night of this year's Bowling Green Invitational Tournament, brought to you by Woods Smoked Meats, Mike's Tire and Service Center, the Mercantile Bank, County Market in Vandalia, and McDinger's.
Broadcasting from the Family Drug Booth, it's the Eagle 102 Game of the Week.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
We've got a few minutes before the starting lineups are announced here in the middle school gym, and I think we'll have the national anthem before this game as well. So let's tell you about what's going to take place tomorrow night. It's championship night on the girls' side of the bracket, and they're doing things a little different. Another one of the COVID casualties. They're going to play the first two games at 5 o'clock. The Consolation girls game will be here in the middle school gym, but that'll be Vanfar and North Callaway. North Callaway got into that game with a walkthrough because Winfield had something go on yesterday and their girls team couldn't make it.
Well, they weren't in school. Winfield wasn't in school, and when they're not in school, they have a very strict policy that they do not have games and things like that.
So are the Winfield boys not here? Because they didn't have school today.
I don't know.
You ponder that thought.
I don't need to ponder it. I'm just telling you what I was told yesterday.
The other 5 o'clock game, that'll be the third place game. That'll be held in the high school gym, and that'll have the Silex Lady Owls and the Bowling Green Lady Bobcats. That should be a good one. Then at 7 o'clock, the championship game will be the Clopton Hawks and the Ellsbury Indians, and we'll take a break during our national anthem.
On air, online, on the KJFM radio app, and on Alexa, area high school sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, Family Drug, and Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice.
Abel's Quick Shops introduces the new Shell Fuel Rewards credit cards, now with even more ways to save with 2 great reward programs. Choose the Shell Fuel Rewards card or the Shell Fuel Rewards MasterCard and save 10 cents per gallon up to 20 gallons every fill-up, plus rebates on non-fuel purchases. Sign up at shell.us/get rewards from Abel's Quick Shops. We're just down the road.
96th Annual Bowling Green Invitational Tournament action on Eagle 102, brought to you by Pike County Memorial Hospital, Elisha Koenig, RE/MAX Realty Agent, Midwest Heating and Cooling, Spring Valley Accounting, and Advanced Eye Care.
Follow area high school sports at home and away, on air, online, on the KJFM radio app, and on Alexa. Area high school sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by Pike County Mutual Insurance, Browns Processing, and Bank of Louisiana.
Need a little good news in your life? State Farm has new, lower car insurance rates in Missouri, so you can now get the service and convenience of State Farm agent Cindy Blaylock at an even better price. Call me today at 573-754-5575. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
Well, I guess the lady that sang the national anthem the first 3 nights here was off tonight.
What?
Because they had a band. You didn't know they had a woman that sang the first 3 nights. Oh, it was taped, Marianne.
Yeah,
Come on. Let's take a look at our starting lineups. The home team on the scoreboard will be the Silex Owls. Starting for them, a 5'10 junior, number 1, Blake Thurman. A 5'10 freshman, number 3, Tyler Twellman. A 5'11 junior, number 10, Daniel Havlick. A 5'11 junior, number 20, Wesley Perkins. And a 6'4 junior, number 55, Blake Baragiola. So it'll be Thurman, Twellman, Havlick, Perkins, and Baragiola for head coach Aaron Hinkey. And the Owls are at 1-11 on the year. For the Louisiana Bulldogs, starting for them, a 6'3 junior, number 2, Mason Washington. A 5'10 junior, number 4, Quincy Hutt. A 5'9 sophomore, number 5, Donovan Richards. A 5'10 junior, number 20, Nathan Perkins. And a 6' junior, number 34, Ryan Capp. So it'll be Washington, Hutt, Richards, Perkins, and Capps for head coach Matt Smith. One thing you notice, we mentioned this in the last game, a lot of underclassmen, no seniors in the starting lineup for either team.
None at all.
Washington will jump center against Thurman. We're glad to have you with us here in the middle school. Louisiana in their Road Red, Silex in their home whites, good-looking home white uniforms. That's why I thought they might be new, but Washington will control the tip. And Donovan Richards will run the point for Louisiana, getting a start tonight for the Bulldogs. Looks like Silex will come out in a man-to-man, and they'll start with the pick and roll in the corner to Perkins. He'll shoot a 3 right off the get-go, and it goes down.
That's a way to start a game.
They'll shoot a bunch of them, and as we said, if they go down, it can be ugly early.
And looks like Richards is going to pick up.
Quick foul, you're right. It was Richards in a trap.
Well, they did not call a foul. They must have said it, knocked it out of bounds, maybe.
Well, he pointed to the score table. That is a foul. They didn't just put the numbers up. They put the team foul up.
Okay. Well,
so.
Oh, there it is. Now they've got it up.
You know, it's the score table, the delayed guys. We won't mention any names. Maybe you can see them on TV. Full court pressure now into the half court man-to-man is what Louisiana does. They'll try jump and trap if they get a chance. Silex works it around the horn to Baragiola. Perkins now at the head of the key, guarded by Perkins. He'll dribble into the short corner, shoots a little turnaround shot, no good. Caps with the rebound. He'll get it off to Washington, up quickly to Hutt. Hutt penetrates in, kicks it back to Perkins, and now the head of the key to Washington. Right wing to Donovan Richards inside the Caps, and his pass is deflected. And the first turnover of the game gives it back to the Owls. Perkins into the paint, or check that, it was Havlick. But that was a 20 instead of a 10. It's blocked out of bounds. And Silex will have it underneath their own basket. Perkins will trigger it in for the Owls.
Look.
He's going to have, almost ran out of time. Gets it in, though. Havlick with it.
And I don't know if Havlick knows that the count's going.
Baragiola, now left wing to Thurman. Thurman looks, gets it to Twellman. Right corner now to Baragiola as they work it around patiently against this man defense. Twellman now. Head of the key to Baragiola.
Silex is wanting to shoot it from the outside, but as I mentioned before, Louisiana doesn't give them any room to, but they can't feed it into anybody because there's nobody down low to match up against Washington and Caps.
Certainly got the game slowed down right now. They kick it to the corner. That's Twellman for 2 from the short corner. And it's now, check that, it was Havlick. And he scores the first bucket of the night for Silex. Back come the Dogs. Richards to Hutt. Right wing to Washington. The Caps outside the arc to Perkins. Perkins to Hutt to Donovan. Richards Dribbles out of it. Now they'll reset. Officials for the second game, same as the first. Quentin Nichols, Greg Ellis, and Sam Barnes.
Sam Barnes is the one that neither one of us knew.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him before.
Inside now they get it to Hutt. His layup's up and good. Good look by Washington that time. And it's back to a 3-point lead at 5-2. Silex into the front court now. That's Havlick. Into the corner to Thurman. Thurman penetrates in. Loses the handle, but it falls right in the hands of Havlick. He has it swat away, stolen by Perkins. Perkins into the point, and they're going to call a charge. That'll be the first on Nathan.
Team second.
Owls will get it back. We played just a shade over 3 minutes, and they throw away the inbounds pass. Hutt with the steal. Right wing to Perkins. Back to Hutt. Hutt to Richards. Looks for a pick. Gets it. Got Perkins open. Now into the short corner to Caps. Caps head of the key to Washington. Washington puts it on the floor into the paint. He'll go up. Off the mark, no good. Rebounds loose. Caps will track it down. Gets it back to Perkins. He'll penetrate in low. Throws it away. Second turnover on the Dogs. Silex will slow it down. They don't want to get in a running game if they can help it. Havlick with it now to Twellman. Twellman guarded by Hutt. Back to Havlick. They're way away from the hoop at 28 feet. Havlick drives in the paint. It's loose, stolen away by Caps, and then we have a foul.
And Baragiola and Caps battling down there underneath the basket. And Baragiola's picking up his first foul. Team's first as well, as the ball's back in the possession of the Dogs.
4:03 to play in the first. 5-2, Louisiana on top. Washington gets it back to Hutt. Now to Richards, left wing. He'll look to Perkins, head of the key. He'll let the three go. It's off the back rim. Wrong rebound to Richards to Washington. He'll shoot the three. It's short as well. Loose in the corner. Going to say it's off of Louisiana. Back to Silex. 3:42 to play. A slow start to this game, especially offensively. Stolen on the press. Washington with the steal and the bucket. About as easy a bucket as you'll find. Thurman now on the far sidelines. They're going to say Hutt knocked it out of bounds. And we've got a whistle and sub into the game.
Josh Price entering for the Owls. He's coming in for Twellman.
5'8" sophomore. Thurman checked that Perkins to throw it in for Silex. Gets it into Baragiola. And they'll set the offense with Havlick down to 3:20 to play in the first. Havlick on the dribble.
I think Louisiana missed their cues or their assignments there, as there was no one on Havlick as he headed to the bucket.
Washington gets it back to Richard down in the short corner to Caps. He'll go inside. He'll be fouled by Baragiola, I should say.
And that'll be his second. Sends Caps to the free throw line for a pair of free throws to start him on the scoring track.
That it will. Caps with a interesting hairdo.
He's vying for the all-hair team along with.
He's in the running. He's in the running.
I would like to think that maybe that's kind of what Nathan Perkins has going on. Maybe,
I don't know. Nathan's going to have to let it grow out a little bit.
A little bit more?
Yeah, I think so. Caps misses the first free throw. He'll get a second. It's off the mark as well.
I don't know, Jim. I just saw maybe some interesting hair from someone with the last name Ross today as well.
That was like 60 years ago. Havlick caught and gets it away to Colin Twellman, who checked into the game. He's a tall drink of water at 6'4". Now a steal. Washington heads the other way. He'll put it up off the glass and score it. Washington with his second bucket. And we've got a whistle and a timeout on the floor. 9-2 our score. Louisiana on top. 2:38 to play in the first. You're listening to the 96th Annual Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102.
Your home for area high school sports is on Eagle 102, on air, online, on the KJFM radio app, and on Alexa. Brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Insurance.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Area high school basketball from the 96th Annual Bowling Green Invitational Tournament. Brought to you by Bolin Chevrolet, Community State Bank of Missouri, Shelter Insurance Agent Tim Jenkins, and La Crosse Lumber Company.
9-2, Louisiana leads it. They press full court. A little diamond and one press as they got a 1-2-1-1 if you want to look at it that way. 3-ball on the way by Twellman, and he drains it.
Boy, he did.
From deep on the left wing. It's a 9-5 lead. Washington dribbles in, kicks it to the head of the key to Hutt as Havlick tried his best to win an Academy Award on the charge. Back to Washington, 3 from the left wing. It's good. Washington can score in bunches. He's got to get the timidness out of him, make him believe he's a scorer, and he could be something to hold. Pass is deflected and picked up by Price. He loses the handle. Twellman gets it back. A lot of hands all over it. Now to Thurman. He'll get it to Perkins, and he'll try and bring some order to things. About loses his footing. Hands it back to Havlick. Havlick to Twellman. To Thurman. Had the key to Havlick. He'll shoot the 3. 360 and out. Hutt with the rebound. He'll hand it off to Richards. He'll penetrate in, get it to Washington.
Shoot it.
Down to post to Caps. His spinning turnaround shot up off the glass and good.
Everybody getting in the scorebooks tonight for the Louisiana Bulldogs.
Havlick into the front court for the Owls. Back to Perkins. Perkins had the key to Price. He'll shoot the 3. It's good. Josh Price. Second three-pointer of the night for the Owls. And it's a 14-8 lead for Louisiana. Hutt. Head of the key now, left wing to Richards. Richards to Perkins. He'll shoot the 3. It's off the mark, no good. Rebounds loose. It's going to go off of Silex. Back to Louisiana as Jermaine Chapman and Jack Logan will come in. Hutt and Perkins will take a seat for Louisiana. Back in is Tyler Twellman for Silex. Richards triggers it into Washington. He'll slash to the hoop. Can't get the bucket to go. Caps with the rebound. Has it swiped away from him. Turning it over. Havlick heads to the glass for Silex. Off the mark. No good. Rebounds loose and saved in by Price.
And there's Say traveled.
Say caught it and dug the pivot foot. 6 turnover gives it back to Louisiana. We're down to 38 seconds to play in the first quarter. Richard gives it back to Washington. To Logan on a pick and roll. He slips the screen, gets it to Caps. He'll slash to the hole. It won't go. Rebound's going to go off of Twellman. And Louisiana will get it back. Richards to trigger it inbounds. Logan gets the inbounds, kicks it back to Washington. His 3's on the way. No good. Caps up for the rebound. It's going to be out of bounds off of Caps, however. And Silex will have it with 20 seconds to play in the quarter.
I was watching Washington shoot that basketball, and I've noticed that kids these days have a little different shots.
Don't they?
You know, it used to be that, Coach would tell you, make sure you keep that elbow, keep it in, go up. And, man, they're all kinds of over the place now.
Get a straight rotation on your ball. His ball spins sideways. Here comes Silex with 14. They kick it in the corner. Is that Price? I couldn't see. No, that was Twellman. It was short. Richards with the rebound. He's got 7 ahead to Logan. Logan goes into the paint. His runner's short, no good. Rebound to Price. Ahead, the 3-pointer's on the way. They'll wave it off at the end of the first quarter. The Louisiana Bulldogs 14. Silex Owls 8. You're listening to the 96th Annual Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102.
On air, online, on the KJFM radio app, and on Alexa, Area High School Sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, the Mercantile Bank, and Bowling Green Tractor.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Every game, every night of this year's Bowling Green Invitational Tournament. Brought to you by All Parts, Bowling Green Lumber, Sun Window Company, Abel's Quick Shops, and Pike County Title Company.
Well, Jim, we have an update from the high school gym at the end of the first quarter. Winfield and Bowling Green actually fairly close. Winfield leads it by 4, 19-15.
That's an up and down affair there. Lots of good scoring. Here it's 14-8. Louisiana leads it. 3, well, let's see. I guess 6 is the biggest lead of the game, isn't it, so far?
It is.
Silex has not led. And Silex will have it to start the second quarter. Not a bad crowd for COVID.
Yeah,
not a bad crowd the first game either, did they?
Now, we've had some decent crowds here at the Bowling Green tournaments. They're trying to make things work here with limited access, limited attendance. Excuse me.
Check the lineup for you as we go here. Looks like it's going to be Havlick, Twellman, Perkins, Thurman, and into the game for the first time, Cole Fessler. Lob to Thurman. It won't go, and then he fouls Washington on the rebound.
That he does. He went up, and, man, he hacked it down, and there's another foul. That is the third team foul, his first.
It was a nice play, just couldn't convert it. For Louisiana, it's Harrison, Logan, Chapman, Washington, and Capps. And Chapman throws it inside, but it's deflected out of bounds by Havlick. And Louisiana will throw it in underneath their own hoop.
Oh, look, Quentin Nichols, not only refereeing tonight, but also playing trash man.
There you go. Harrison to throw it in. Looks, gets it to the corner to Logan. Logan penetrates to Washington, head of the key. Left wing to Chapman, in the corner to Harrison. He'll dribble out and reset things. Silex in a man-to-man. Harrison penetrates to the elbow, kicks to Washington to the paint from 8. No good. The rebound's loose, still loose, and Harrison will come away with the loose ball. Back to Logan. His three's on the way. It's off the mark. Capps with the rebound, and he'll be fouled by Thurman.
And Blake Thurman picks up his second foul, probably a little quicker than Coach Aaron Hinkey would like.
Talked about rotations. Watch Logan's. It's almost a knuckleball. Doesn't have a whole lot of spin to it at all. Ironically, these kids can all shoot it.
They can.
From time to time, anyway. Chapman has it now, left wing. Silex steals it up. Looks like Logan's going to corral it into the backcourt. Thurman chases him down.
Now Thurman wants to be careful. He doesn't want to pick up his third foul before the half.
And Coach Aaron Hinkey gets a sub up off the bench right now. He can see that coming. Logan tries to force it into paint. It's deflected, loose, and stolen away by Silex.
Now it looks like we've got Perkins set to come back in the basketball game at the next dead ball for Louisiana as well.
Pick and roll with Havlick and Fessler. Now Twellman outside the arc, the 28-foot mark. Picks up his dribble, now gets it inside to Fessler. Fessler goes up, and that's going to be a foul on Capps.
It is.
Fessler will go to the line, a 6'2 freshman. He'll get 2 shots.
And to be honest with you, a lot of the players these days don't know what straight up means. Everybody wants the really cool block. They want to knock it down to the ground.
Oh, they use the old adage, if they start at an angle, then when they get hit, it knocks their arm straight up, and they stand there like they were straight up. Not to be, though.
No.
Perkins in for Logan, and
Price
in for Thurman. Fessler makes the first. He'll get a second. Got nice rotation on both those free throws. Soft touch, it goes down. And it's 14-10. Silex hanging around in this game. Harrison right wing. Backs up, now to Perkins. Left wing to Chapman, to Washington. To Chapman. Chapman will penetrate in, hands it off to Perkins, to Washington. He's open for 3, doesn't take it. Back to Perkins. To Chapman. Chapman to Perkins as they're staring at this man-to-man defense. He didn't run a little shuffle cut, pick and roll motion. And Harrison throws one up with the one hand, and it drops. Wyatt with the first bucket of the second half for Louisiana. Three ball on the way. It's off the mark. Got by Twellman. And Louisiana with the rebound. Chapman in the corner on the pick and roll with Washington. Had the key to Harrison, right wing to Perkins. Perkins now back to Chapman. Down to 5 minutes to play in the half. Chapman shots blocked. It's loose in the corner. And who's going to come away with it? Still loose. 1, 2, 3, 4 bodies on the floor. We're going to have a jump ball.
They are. I tell you what, the refs are letting him play in this one. Cap's kind of looking to make sure he's not bleeding. Checking in the ball game now is Colin Twellman again for the Owls. He's coming in for Fessler. Also returning to the game is Quincy Hutt for Caps.
Harrison triggers it into Washington. He makes the catch and shoots the layup. He's got 9 of the 16. That comes Silex. They throw it away. Oh, they're going to call a travel. So
shouldn't it be 18 points?
Yep, according to my score sheet, it should be.
Well, that's what I've got too.
Harrison and Washington scored in the second quarter, and they had 14 to start the quarter.
Well, that's kind of what I thought.
You'll get to go over there and straighten them out.
No, they've already caught it. They must have heard me.
Owls off the inbounds. Price dribbles around with it. Throws it off the head of Fessler. No, check that. It's Twellman, Colin Twellman, and now it goes out of bounds off of Washington.
You know, the other best part about being in this gym is that coaches, they really hang around the half-court line.
Yeah, the coaching box is a distant memory in this gym. Shoot, Aaron Hinkey's on the Louisiana side of half court, and the referee's just standing there ignoring him.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. What's the world come to? Shot blocked, but the whistle's going to blow, and the foul's going to be on Chapman, and that'll send Josh Price to the line. He'll get 2 shots. First foul on Chapman. First free throw rattles in.
Tell you what, the basketball being dramatic is still here this evening as it wants to just kind of hang around. Ian Beckman, watch this kid. When he comes in, he is all over the place. He is one of those fun kids to watch. He goes 90 to nothing.
He could be in the running for the all-shoe team, too. He's got some stuff going on with the shoes.
He does. I really hope he doesn't make a liar out of me. I really got a kick out of watching him play this season. He's all over.
Might have to write that down. So Louisiana works it into Chapman. His shot up off the glass, and it crawls over the rim. First bucket of the night for Tremaine, and it's 20-12. That's the biggest lead of the night, and they get it inside to Colin Twellman. He'll score it again for the Owls as they hustle down the floor that time. Hutt on the dribble now with 3:50 to play in the half. To Perkins to check that. It's Harrison. His 3 balls on the way, no good. Chapman with the rebound, splits the double team and scores. He's got 4. Full court press, thrown away now. Stolen by Perkins. He weaves around, kicks it back to Harrison. Had the key to Hutt. Hutt's going to let it go. Good. Usually when you think that long,
it no kidding.
Go in, but Hutt got it to drop. And the lead up to 11, the biggest of the game for the Bulldogs. Inside quickly, shot no good by Price. Louisiana with the rebound. Back they come. Washington, little Euro step to the hoop and scores. Louisiana rattled off a bunch in a row, and Aaron Hinkey's got to call a timeout. 27-14 all of a sudden. Louisiana on top, 3:07 to play in the half. This is the Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102.
Follow area high school sports at home and away, on air, online, on the KJFM radio app, and on Alexa. Area high school sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by Perkins Electrical Service, Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, and Kayla Caldwell, Edward Jones Financial Advisor, member SIPC.
Get connected to a fast-paced world with Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, an authorized U.S. cellular dealer, along with Dish Network, DirecTV, Viasat, and HughesNet high-speed internet packages. Cellular and Satellite Center also carries a variety of TVs and accessories and installs security systems. Get connected today with Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Every game, every night of this year's Bowling Green Invitational Tournament, brought to you by Louisiana Auto Sales and Rentals, A Taste of Philly, Airco Convenience Centers, Magruder Limestone Company, and One Multi-Sports Complex.
27-14 our scores. I'm going to tee up the game over in the other gym so we can keep video track of that. If you're not doing that at home.
You should be.
If you are doing it at home, you're not watching us.
Well, what we're hoping is they have that game on the radio and us here on video, and you're keeping it up to date both ways.
Ball's loose, but Silex corrals it after they get it into the front court. And now they start the offense. Twelman has it. They work it around now back to Colin Twelman.
And there's a steal by Jack Logan.
And Logan's going to be fouled.
And it looks like it's probably going to go on Havlick. That is his first.
In the second quarter over at the high school, Winfield and Bowling Green tied at 23. Another good game over in that gym.
Woo.
We had a good first one here, but Silex starting to trail Louisiana by double digits now. They need to find a way to get a bucket. Logan has it now, lobs it into Washington. He'll go up, it's blocked, gets it back, puts it on the floor, goes up stronger this time, no good again. And Thurman with the rebound for the Owls. They need a bucket. Havlick.
Go ahead.
Havlick dribbles into the front court against Richards, who checked into the game. They're working around the horn. Wesley Perkins back in as well for Silex. Had the key to Thurman. Thurman lobs it. Good defense by Richards, and he steals it away to Chapman. Chapman 1-on-3. Doesn't matter. Going to the hole, won't go. Rebounds loose. Washington saves it. To Hutt. Hutt into the paint. It won't go. Got a lane to the hoop. Couldn't shoot the layup down. Back come the Owls. Twelman left wing three. Short. Rebound. He goes and gets it. Follows his own shot. Good for that young man. Havlick head of the key now. He'll shoot it for three. It's short. And Chapman gets the rebound, and he'll be fouled by Price.
And that'll be Price's second, team's fifth.
Or sixth.
There we go again. Okay.
I'm trying to learn not to say anything for a while because
Until
they're pretty quick here, usually. Especially over at the other gym. They're lightning quick.
You think I'd learn?
We got the B team over here at the table.
Do we?
Right?
Well,
yeah.
I do notice it's full of football coaches.
Well, that explains a lot. Dogs get it back. Richards dribbles in. Kicks it out to Hutt. Hands it off to Chapman. Chapman to Logan. Logan in the corner to Richards. Back to Hutt. Hutt gets it down low. It's deflected. Kicks out to Chapman. Down to 1:19 to play in the half. To Logan. Logan to Hutt. To Chapman. To Hutt. Nobody penetrating. Just going around in circles. Running the weave.
Looks like we're going to reset. Maybe different offense.
Washington fakes the pick. Slides through. Gets the bucket on a nice assist from Chapman that time. 29-14. Owls into the front court. Haven't scored since early in this quarter, actually. Since the free throws.
Havlick wants the three.
Logan with the rebound. Washington in the front court. Penetrates, gets it to Hutt. Thinks about it again and will let it go, and it drains it again. What are you so shy about, Quincy Hutt? Let it fly, baby. He's got 6, and the lead grows to 32-14. Loose on the floor on the press. Richards and Price tie up. Richards fell on his elbows.
Yep, that sounded like it hurt my elbows.
Good sportsmanship by Silex to help him up.
He's rubbing his elbow. I still want to rub mine.
Yeah, for sure.
That's tender.
Hurt me just hearing it.
Yeah, no kidding.
Washington kicks the pass out of bounds. And Silex will try it again.
With 11.7 seconds to go in the half.
Trailing by 18.
In the other gym, Bowling Green has the lead by 5, 29-24.
See if Silex can get a shot off in this final 10 seconds. Into the front court, and it goes off the foot of Perkins. So Louisiana will have a chance with 4.9. Had to trigger it in. You want to throw it that way, you want to throw it the other way. Richards is going to dribble, and he's going to carry it. That he did. That's a good carry call when he gets an advantage for doing it. When you're just dribbling around, we saw that in the other game. What are you calling that for? You know, let that stuff go. Might be a carry by the book, but it hasn't really hurt anything. Boy, that'll make the purists go crazy with me saying that, won't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know why the clock didn't start. Ball went off of Logan, rolled all the way out of bounds, and the score table took a nap and didn't start the clock.
Well,
should be the half.
I was going to say, they need to call it. Make the call, Nichols. There you go.
Your score at half. The crazy ending to the half. Louisiana 32, Silex 14. Halftime shows next on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 halftime report is coming up, brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Get connected to a fast-paced world with Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, an authorized U.S. cellular dealer, along with Dish Network, DirecTV, Viasat, and HughesNet high-speed internet packages. Cellular and Satellite Center also carries a variety of TVs and accessories and installs security systems. Get connected today with Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Show off your school pride today with the Bulldog debit card from Bank of Louisiana. Every time you use your Bulldog debit card, Bank of Louisiana will make a donation to the Louisiana School District. Stop by the bank today and get your new Bulldog debit card so you can start supporting the teachers and students with every swipe. The Bulldog debit card from Bank of Louisiana. Member FDIC.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
On air, online, on the KJFM radio app, and on Alexa, Area High School Sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock, Young Enterprises, and Pike County Memorial Hospital.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 halftime report on KJFM, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Welcome back to halftime of the Consolation semifinal game. Louisiana led at 14-8 at the end of the first quarter and outscored Silex 18-6 in the second. They go to the locker room on top 32-14, and Marianne, it's pretty much been what we expected.
Well, we knew that Louisiana was going to make it tough for Silex to get inside to do any type of scoring, and really their height and things like that are making it tougher for Silex to score from behind the arc. And I don't think that Silex necessarily has the experience and confidence to take those shots over top the big guys.
Yeah, it's like I said, this is the first time I've seen Silex this year, and they do just have a little bit of timidness and confidence in their shot and taking it. And, that'll just come with time. Like we said, I think maybe 4 seniors graduated last year off of the team, and it was their top 4 scorers. So they were rebuilding for sure, and it shows. But
well, I tell you what, they don't lack, and that is hustle.
Well, they don't. They play hard.
They play hard. They're up and down the court. They're physical. So I think we're going to see some things develop for them over the next couple of years. But this year may just be just a rough year for them.
Let's step aside, and we'll be back. We'll give you the scoring in the first half and talk a little bit about what to expect in the second half after this on Eagle 102.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the number one priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life. Community State Bank is committed to meeting or exceeding customer expectations and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
96th Annual Bowling Green Invitational Tournament action on Eagle 102. Brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, B&B Automotive, Center Locker Service, Nutrient Ag Solutions, and Orff Construction.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Follow Area High School Sports at home and away, on air, online, on the KJFM radio app, and on Alexa. Area High School Sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by Abel's Quick Shops, Mike's Tire and Service Center, and All Parts.
With winter weather upon us, remember One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your warm, dry place to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green to schedule your appointment and inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex, just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
96th Annual Bowling Green Invitational Tournament action on Eagle 102, brought to you by Pogue Ford, Northeast Missouri Title Company, People's Savings Bank in Bowling Green, CarQuest Auto Parts, and Spare Time Bowl and Grill.
Broadcasting from the Family Drug Booth, it's the Eagle 102 Game of the Week.
Let's take a look at our scoring for the first half for the Owls of Silex. 5 for Josh Price, 5 for Colin Twellman, and 2 each for Cole Fessler and Daniel Havoc. They were 4 for 4 from the free throw line, and they turned it over 9 times. They have not led in this game to this point. For the Bulldogs, led by Mason Hutt with 13, 8 for Quincy. Mason Washington. What did I say? Mason Hutt. Mason Washington with 13. Quincy Hutt with 8. It's kind of been a long week, hasn't it?
It has.
4 for Tremaine Chapman, 3 for Nathan Perkins, and 2 for Ryan Capps. The Bulldogs are 0 for 2 from the line. They've turned it over 6 times, and their biggest lead of the night is their current lead of 18 at 32-14. So Silex with their work cut out. And really, you know, we talked a lot about Louisiana's three-point shooting prowess. They've only hit 3. But yet they've been able to stretch this out to an 18-point
they've hit 4.
4? Did I miss
Yeah, they got
one?
Washington with 1, Hutt
right.
with 2, and
Perkins down there.
Perkins with 1. Perkins had the very first one to start the game.
That he did. So
we'll see if they can continue to be hot from behind that arc here in the second half.
Well, we talked about it over here. I don't know if you and I have talked about it. The court to our right, we're on the stage opposite the bleachers here in the middle school, is a more friendly shooting hoop because it hangs from the ceiling and has a little give to it, whereas the other hoop is hooked to the wall and it's just a little stiffer. So you talked about favorable, the ball doing tricks for you. If you, it's mostly been down on this end where it does that, because if you can get it on the rim, the chances are it might rattle home, and that's exactly what the Dogs are trying to do here in the second half. The Owls, you know, they need some positive things to happen early in this second half. If they can do that, maybe they can get back in this game. They got to watch their turnovers at 9, and maybe they'll have a chance.
Well, we will see. That'll take care of the Cellular and Satellite Center halftime report. We've got the halftime over there is Bowling Green leading Winfield at 29-24.
Interesting. Both lower seed teams with leads at half.
Wait, what did you say, though, about Bowling Green? What is it you say?
I'm not saying anything.
Why not? I mean,
then they'll come back and lose, and then you'll go, see, you know what you're talking about.
No, I fully believe in you when you say
Bobcat magic.
Bobcat magic.
Bobcat magic in the Bowling Green tournament.
That'll take care of the Cellular Satellite Center halftime report. We got second half action coming your way next here on Eagle 102.
Your 401k is likely one of your most important assets, but it's only one part of a comprehensive retirement strategy. Edward Jones can help you understand how your retirement assets fit into your entire retirement picture so you can work toward meeting your unique retirement goals. Contact me, Kayla Caldwell, your Edward Jones financial advisor, at 2604 Georgia Street in Louisiana. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Family Drug is your locally owned pharmacy, and their pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because just like you, they support their community. Family Drug, locally owned and hometown proud on Georgia Street in Louisiana.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, Buddy Bibb, or Kathy Gamm at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green.
96th Annual Bowling Green Invitational Tournament action on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Evans Insurance Agency, Silex Banking Company, Eolia Landscape Supply, and Lincoln County Farmers Cooperative.
About ready to go here in the second half. And it looks like Louisiana will have it. Don't forget, we'll have 3 games tomorrow night for you, 2 on the radio. And then we'll have all 3 games, the boys' championship games. They'll start early, which I love. 2 o'clock for the consolation game, 4 o'clock for the third place game, and 6 o'clock for the championship game. And we'll have those brackets completely filled out here in about 25 minutes. Think we can play half a basketball?
I think we can.
Minutes?
It depends on these referees. Now, we've already talked about Nichols over there. You got to watch him.
Well, nobody's in foul trouble.
Nobody's in foul trouble. We were a little watching on Blake Thurman. He had 2 early into the second quarter, so they were trying to make sure he didn't get the third one.
He and Baragiola have 2, and they only had 5 team fouls in the whole first half. So Louisiana will have it. It'll be Richards, Hutt, Washington Caps, and Perkins. The original starting lineups in. Baragiola, Perkins, Thurman, Twellman, and Havlick for Silex. So both starting lineups in as we start the second half here. Looks like Silex is going to come out in a zone and see if Louisiana can hit any shots. A little 1-3-1 look. I've seen this 1-3-1 cause Louisiana problems in other games, so we'll see if they've figured it out yet. In the corner now as they work it around the horn. You got to penetrate. Now they get it down low to Caps. His shot's no good, and he's going to be fouled.
And Havlick, I think, was getting ready to pick up his second foul. That is who they tag. Send Ryan Caps to the free throw line. He struggled there in the first quarter, going 0 for 2. We'll see if he can break that streak now.
Yes, we will. He had 2 points in the first half, and that was it.
Nope. His struggles still continue.
Hadn't found a stroke from the charity stripe. Louisiana usually a pretty fair shooting free throw team as a whole. The second one's up and good. Had a little bit of rotation on that one. Heard Greg Pitcher say good, and I know both these coaches could shoot free throws when they play. Full court pressure by Louisiana. They get it to Baragio into the front court. He'll get it back to Perkins so Silex can reset the offense now with Havlick. Havlick on a pick and roll to the left elbow. Hands it back to Perkins. Perkins penetrates in. Now left side to Twellman. Twellman skips it over to Thurman. Thurman to penetrate in. His shot up and good. Blake Thurman with his first point of the night. First 2 points, I might say. And it's 33-16. Perkins hands it back to Richards. They'll work it around. And Silex in a man-to-man this trip down to Washington. He'll drive baseline, shoots it at a tough angle, and gets it to go.
Well, all that matters is that it falls through the hoop, right?
Yep, that's right. He's got 15. Now they got Thurman in a bad spot, but he gets it to Twellman. Down in the far corner, stolen away by Washington. To Richards, up to Perkins. Perkins slows things down, steps back in the corner, gets it to Washington, to Perkins. Back to Washington, 2-3 zone this time. Nope, it's a man-to-man. And Louisiana will reset things. Richards to the left wing. Still has it to Hutt. Hutt on a pick and roll with Perkins. And Perkins throws it away.
And he turns around immediately and starts explaining himself to Coach Smith.
Literally threw it. What was the movie with just a bit outside? That thing was just a bit to the left.
That Major League?
Major League, there you go. Bob Euchre, I believe, said that. 35-16 our score. Louisiana on top. Perkins drives in, tries to pass it underneath the basket, and it hits the bottom of the backboard. And Louisiana heads the other way. Hutt, he thinks too much about that shooting.
They should trust his instinct.
Just let her go.
Let her fly.
Nobody moving a whole lot here as Perkins has it swatted away. And I don't know if the official was going to call backcourt or not until he acted like it was backcourt.
Yeah.
So, yep, we'll call it then.
You think it's backcourt, it must be backcourt, right?
Exactly.
I seriously think that someone from Winfield, I may have just seen a granny shot from the free throw line.
Somebody was shooting them grannies the other night.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Parsons maybe, I think, for
Winfield.
I'll look that up. Thurman from the corner. I think it was just a 2. But he's got his second bucket of the half. And Winfield cuts the lead down to 17. Or Silex. You got Winfield on the mind.
I'm sorry about that.
I'm losing.
This is what we get for having that other game.
Greg Penrod was shooting granny free throws the other night.
Okay. Well, either way, Bowling Green still has the lead over there by 1, 31-30.
Washington goes in. He'll be fouled by Baragiola. And Mason will go to the free throw line for the first time. He'll get 2.
Twellman picks up his first foul.
They called it on Twellman, eh? Thought it was going to be on Baragiola.
Well, I was looking at Nichols here. I mean, he
is saying white 3.
He is.
Baragiola was the one that clobbered him. But okay. First free throw's good.
I think I've hammered on poor Quentin enough tonight. I'll let him be.
I would think so.
You know, I've known him since he was like 6 years old.
That means you're old.
It is.
He's 35.
He is not.
Second free throw by Washington spins out. Up to Thurman. He's had the hot hand for the Owls. They get it down low. Whoa, right through the fingers of Fessler. And out of bounds back to Louisiana. Chapman will come in. Perkins will take a seat for the Dogs. 36-18, matching the biggest lead of the game. 4:24 to play here in the third. The pace has slowed a little bit.
Yeah, it has.
From the first half.
I'm not going to lie. I was kind of enjoying that fast pace that they had earlier.
And now Richard just throws it away. Stolen by Price.
And what's worse is he comes back and he fouls Price.
Yeah, those are the kind of things that you just can't do.
And Price, I think, hit the ground a little hard and got the wind knocked out of him. So as we take a peek here at the other gym, Winfield has retaken the lead 32-31.
Richards at the point guard, guarded by one man. You just can't throw that ball away like that. Winfield starting to work it a little bit. Now they're up by 3 at 34-31. Price at the free throw line here. He'll get 2. Front of the rim. First one short. He'll get a second.
And the team was 100% in the first half.
Price just a sophomore. Off the back of the rim. Chapman with the rebound for Louisiana. To Hutt. Hutt into the front court. Now to Richards. Richards will give it to Washington. Now to Caps. Caps on the block. Makes some space. Puts it off the glass. Won't go. And it's going to be off of Silex.
Thurman went up in there trying to wrangle that in. Unfortunately, it just went out of bounds. Price is going to come off the court and take a little bit, see if he can catch his breath a little bit more.
Tyler Twellman in for him as they'll allow Fessler to tie his shoe.
And we don't need him falling and busting his head on that because of that.
He's a tall drink of water. Washington in the corner off the inbound and throws it away.
So
fourth turnover.
Perkins brings it back the other direction for the Owls.
Perkins gets it in the post to Fessler. Fessler shoots it from the short corner. It's no good. Hutt's going to get the rebound. Up to Chapman. Chapman skips it over to Washington. And the student section ducked. They thought it was going to hit them in the head. And the ball is a short shot by Washington and a rebounding foul on Caps.
And the cheerleaders about got that one in the head. Logan.
Did you see the student section, which is the girls' basketball team? They were all ducking, man. It was funny.
Logan and Harrison checking ball game now for Louisiana as they have the full court pressure on.
And Chapman lets Havlick by. He'll get it to Perkins now. Perkins is going to penetrate in, shoots it from 8, short. Rebound by Twellman. He'll flip it out to Perkins, now to Havlick. He's open for 3. Front of the rim, no good. Caps with the rebound to Logan, who checked in the game. He comes to the front court, gives it back to Harrison. To Logan. Now to Caps on the right block. He's going to charge. Backed over the defender that time and is whistled for the foul. Nobody scored for a little bit here, have they? 36-18, 2:54 to play in the third. Silex will have it underneath the Louisiana basket. They'll try and trap. And they lob it over the top to Thurman. Thurman gets it into the middle. They kick it out to Perkins. Perkins now to Fesser. He'll go up, shot blocked by Capps, and he'll pick up his 4th foul. So he'll be leaving the game, and Fesser will go to the line and get 2 shots.
He was perfect from the line in the first.
He had a good-looking rotation and soft touch.
Still does.
Hutt in. Also back in for Silex is Ian Beckman.
And Sayer comes in.
Oh, yeah, he did sneak in, didn't he? Stevens.
Salyer. I always get it wrong. No, that's a big shock to anybody who's listened.
Second free throw won't go. And back comes Louisiana. Chapman had the key to Hutt. He'll penetrate in the corner to Harrison. His 3's off the mark, no good. Long rebound's going to be corralled by Logan. Logan's got Washington underneath. He makes the catch, goes up and puts it in. Good look that time by Logan, and a finish by Mason Washington. Into the front court now. Fessler gets it to Twellman. Twellman back to, I said Fessler, it's not Fesser. And the shot's no good. It was actually Beckman, and here comes Louisiana on the break, and Washington gets it to Chapman. He can't corral it. It goes out of bounds back to the Owls. 5th turnover of the half, 11th in the game for Louisiana. 1:59 to play here in the third.
Havlick and Thurman return for Twellman and Salyer.
Into the front court, they break the press. Thurman now goes baseline. His shot's off the mark. And Hutt with the rebound. To Hutt. Hutt back to Harrison, right wing to Logan. And he'll shoot the 3. It's good.
Nothing but net.
His first bucket of the night. And it's 41-19. Stolen away by Chapman. He'll penetrate in, goes to the glass. It's up, no good. That's going to be a block. And Chapman will go to the line to shoot 2. Yeah, we kind of got a little up and down action there for a second, didn't we?
I know. I was getting a little excited. Thought we were going to go back to the way things were in the first half.
Foul's going to go on Beckman, his first. Tremaine at the line for the first time. He'll make the first. He'll get a second.
42-19, 1:28 to go in the third. It's been all Bulldogs in this one.
Chapman with the second. It rattles around and drops that friendly rim on this end. And it's 43-19. Mass substitutions about to come for Silex. Little half-court trap this time by Louisiana. And Beckman gets out of it. Over to Twellman. In the corner to Thurman. Back to Havlick. Havlick now is fouled by Washington. His first. Down to 1:09 to play here in the third. And let's see who is that. Tyler Twellman back in, as is.
Well, we've got timeouts, so we've got some time to figure it out.
We'll figure it out. 43-19 Louisiana. You listen to Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102.
On air, online, on the KJFM radio app, and on Alexa, Area High School Sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock, Young Enterprises, and Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Hi folks, my name is Cody Kirkendall. See Mike's Tire and Service Center in Bowling Green for all your automotive and tire needs. Mike's features 24-hour tire service, and when it's time to replace those tires, Mike's has great deals on several brands, ensuring they have the perfect tire for your vehicle. Mike's Tire and Service Center additionally offers alignments, tune-ups, oil changes, struts, state and DOT inspections. Mike's Tire and Service Center, Business 61 North in Bowling Green.
Area high school basketball from the 96th Annual Bowling Green Invitational Tournament. Brought to you by McCoy Blossom Funeral Homes and Crematory, Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, Eastern Missouri Commission Company, Bouquet Florist and Gift Shop, and Jesse Owens Heating and Air.
Louisiana starting to stretch things out here in the middle school, the James A. Wilson Gymnasium. Used to have a banner hanging in here. I believe it was the 1961 state championship team.
It is. I don't know if it's still hanging. It was on this wall over here to our left.
I haven't looked from that direction to know if it's still here or not. I believe that was Gene Hall's bunch. Cotton Fitzsimmons was involved in that. Some names people might know around the area. A lot of local names, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Of course. Silex turns it over. Logan for three. It goes in, and they're going to call basket interference because Hutt jumped up and stupendously grabbed the rim. And so they'll wave off the three-point shot.
Oh, it was pretty. And, Jack Logan's asking him, why did you hang? And I think he went up there thinking he might help knock it in case it went out. But
well, Hutt's it says he's 5'10". I'm positive he's that tall. So he's got a little hops to get up there and grab the rim. Into the paint, shot up off the glass by Daniel Havlick, and good. Down to 34 ticks. Washington penetrates in to Hutt, gives it back to Harrison. They'll reset it with 27. Right wing to Logan. Logan to Harrison. Down to 18 to play in that quarter. We're in the third. Hutt had the key to Logan. Logan looks inside, puts it on the floor. Now back to Harrison.
Yep, and Harrison travels.
He's going to be whistled for the travel. 8.9 seconds to play. 43-21.
Sometimes we're sitting this close to coaches, you just want to listen to them talk to their players.
Yeah.
Kind of get caught doing that every now and again.
Havlick now, he'll shoot the three. It's short. Washington grabs it, and that'll do it for the third quarter. Louisiana 43, Silex 21. The fourth quarter is next on Eagle 102.
Your home for area high school sports is on Eagle 102, on air, online, on the KJFM radio app, and on Alexa. Brought to you by Ingram Plumbing, Bowling Green Pharmacy, and Mid-America Auto and Towing.
Let Bowling Green Insurance be your crop insurance specialist. Bowling Green Insurance Agency and NAU Country provide farmers with superior crop insurance protection and the fast, friendly service our customers deserve. Call Fred Carlson or Jackie Mayer at 573-324-CROP or stop by our office at 310 Business Highway 61 South in Bowling Green to discuss a protection plan that is right for your farming operation. NAU Country and Bowling Green Insurance are an equal opportunity provider.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Every game, every night of this year's Bowling Green Invitational Tournament. Brought to you by Calumet of Missouri, Calvin's Restaurant, Ann Lane Boutique, Shelter Insurance, Frank Wallace, Agent, and MASH.
We're ready to start the fourth quarter in this one. Louisiana has the lead over Silex 43-21.
And they have the ball as we start the fourth quarter. And they immediately almost turn it over. Well, now they're going to say it went off of Hutt. Side-to-side pass by Havlick, nearly picked off by Quincy. So the Owls will have it on the far sideline, and they'll get it out without incident. Raggiola back into the game for the Owls. Looks like the original starting lineup is back in the game. No, Perkins, he'll shoot the three.
Look at that one.
Wesley Perkins, his first bucket of the night.
He made it look effortlessly.
Not the original starting lineup. It's Colin Twellman's in. Now three-pointer by Louisiana's off the mark, and Raggiola hits it out of bounds and grabs his head going, what am I doing?
Well, no, it's not because it went out of bounds. I'm waiting to see. Yeah, they got a foul as Raggiola basically had Harrison wrapped around his neck. And that's what he was smacking his head about, is he had it wrapped almost like he was giving him a reverse bear hug.
I think that's going to be Ragiola's fourth, but I'm not sure.
I have it as his third.
You do?
I do.
Okay, so do I. I just
wasn't make sure.
So Louisiana gets it back. They lob it into Hutt, and he's going to be fouled. Now? Is that going to be Bragiola?
No,
that's going to be on
Perkins, his first. And it's going to send Hutt to the charity stripe, his first visit this evening.
He's got 8 so far. He'll get 2 here. Dribbles it 3 times, spins it, and fires. It's good. Where's number 4, the 5'10 junior? The other Jim Winfield's starting to stretch it out a little bit. They lead 43-37. That's at the start of the fourth quarter as well. Second one by Hutt is good, so he drains them both.
I'm glad he drained that one because I had already given him the points on our scoreboard.
45-24. Havlick gets it in the front court, but it's stolen away by Washington. Washington looks for some help, gets it to Logan, back to Washington. He'll penetrate in and goes to the glass. Couldn't get it to go. Great athletic move that time. But couldn't convert the bucket. Down to 7 minutes to play, 45-24. Louisiana leads it. Raggiola travels, drug that pivot foot, 6 turnover the half. 15th of the game on Silex.
And Louisiana will inbound it right in front of the scorer's table.
Perkins, Hutt, Logan, Washington, and Chapman in this fourth quarter. Thurman, Havlick, Perkins, Twelman, that would be Tyler, and Bragiola for the Owls. In the post area now to Washington. He's in a double team, gets it back to Chapman. He'll back up and reset it. Skip pass over to Hutt. Hutt ball fakes, and now he took off running, and they call a block. Could have been a travel maybe. The foul's going to go on Perkins, his second. And we're going to take that one underneath the basket because that was on the drive.
Oh, see, I was waiting before I said that was 6. I didn't know if that was 7, so that's why I was waiting.
Yeah, into the game now comes Cole Fessler. Bragiola will take a seat. Harrison to trigger it in for the Dogs. Gets it into Chapman. Chapman to Hutt. Hutt lobs it into Washington. He'll tick it over to Chapman, and he'll shoot a runner up. That's no good. And it's picked off by Harrison to Logan. Logan to Harrison. Harrison penetrates down the paint, whips it to Washington in the corner. Here's 3. That's off the mark. And rebounded by Havlick of Silex. He has it stolen by Washington.
Get in there.
He's going to try and dunk it. Doesn't get it to go.
You can't jam it like that and miss.
And the bucket goes in. And a foul on the other end. Fessler's going to get the hoop. And the foul is going to go against Perkins, I believe. Nope, they're going to change it to Hutt, his first. And Fessler will get the chance for an and one. It's good.
I don't know how to tell Washington this, but dunks are only cool if you make them.
There's no question about it. No question about it. Logan with it now to Washington. Washington to Harrison. Gets it inside to Washington on a nice slip screen that time, and he'll shoot a layup. Good feed that time by Harrison.
Boy, he was smart to take it off the glass that time.
That he was. And there, looky there. Fessler again. He's got the hot hand. He's got 5 in the quarter for the Owls. Gives him 8 for the game. His ball's kicked as Logan tries to get it in the post. And Harrison will throw it in for the Dogs. He'll lob it out the Hutt to Logan. And in the far corner to Harrison. He'll get it inside to Washington. He'll put it on the floor, puts it up. It won't go. And Chapman will pick up the loose ball. To Hutt. Down to 5:05 to play in the game. Backdoor cut by Chapman. He'll get it into Washington. He'll flip it up and score.
Nice. Nice give and go there.
Double clutch that time to keep it from being blocked. Nobody's picked up Perkins. He'll get it into the paint. Now kicks it out to Havlick. Havlick spins out of the Harrison defense. Now finds some space in the corner to Thurman. Thurman out too tall for Perkins. Washington will chase it down. He'll go to the glass. And a wild shot goes in. Just kind of threw it up and hit the glass and
the word slop comes to mind.
Yeah, that would be a applicable description. Thurman drives baseline. It won't go. Here comes Louisiana. Back to Washington. Down to 4:20 to play. 51-29 our score. Chapman. He'll shoot the 3. It's good.
Money.
Chapman's first 3-pointer of the half, and we've got a timeout on the floor. 4:11 to play. Louisiana 54, Silex 29. You're listening to Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102.
Follow area high school sports at home and away on air, online on the KJFM radio app, and on Alexa. Area high school sports on Eagle 102 brought to you by Pike County Mutual Insurance, Browns Processing, and Bank of Louisiana.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
96th Annual Bowling Green Invitational Tournament action on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Hayden's Motorsports Center, Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Young Enterprises, Penrod Real Estate, and Clint Bowen Construction.
54-29. Louisiana on top.
Might add, in the other gym right now, Winfield has the lead by 7, 45-38 in the fourth.
Bowling Green's put up a pretty good fight, but Winfield's got a good club.
Yeah, they do.
They're 10-4 right now.
All right, it's going to be Silex's basketball.
Bowling Green's going to have to turn it on here in the final few minutes of this fourth quarter. Louisiana's going to back out of the full court pressure and just play straight up man. Looks like sub in, Sheldon Sylvie in for Louisiana. Beckman with the three-pointer off the mark. Harrison with the rebound for Louisiana. He'll push it up the left sideline, pulls up from three. That's short. And the loose ball rebound is going to go all the way out to Fessler, and he's going to be fouled by Harrison.
He's going to be fouled by Harrison. But
now we shoot free throws.
Yeah, it was a little unintentional, I think, as Harrison and Logan were fighting over that loose basketball to try to rein it in for the Bulldogs.
3:43 to play in the game, and Fessler will go back to the line. Try to add to his stat line as he'll get a one-on-one opportunity. It's good. Just a freshman, good-looking freshman, 6'2" freshman.
That he is.
Back in Salyer, S-A-L-Y-E-R, Steven Salyer. 5'9" senior back in for Silex. Second free throw is money as well for Mr. Fessler. And it's 54-31. Logan throws it out of bounds. Seventh turnover of the half, 13 in the game for Louisiana.
Did we mention Sheldon Sylvie entered the basketball game for the Bulldogs?
I threw that in while you were taking a nap over there.
What? Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, it's been a little while.
And look at that.
Nice
a
three.
Three-pointer from Fessler. He's feeling it. Good Lord, he's got 2, 4, 6, 7, 10 in the quarter. 13 for the game. And the lead down to 20. Close as it's been for a while. Chapman, head of the key to the elbow. Gets it inside the hut. He'll go up against the big boys. It won't go. And there's Tyler Twellman for the rebound, with the rebound. I bet they had a pretty good junior high team last year.
I bet so.
Yes, the popcornerizer. Oh, man, they're killing me now, aren't they? Had a shot up and good by Thurman of Silex. Down to 2:43 to play. Chapman's going to fire another deep three. That's off the mark. And a rebound to Harrison, but he stepped on the inline. And Silex will get it back.
They had a few extra popcorns left, and
that's good. I was going to have a complex.
Anytime we could make a Broncos fan wait on us and bring us things, we'll take that. Thank you, Shea Butler.
He obviously doesn't realize how much we ate in between games. Or I ate. I'll speak for myself.
I was going to say, I'm going to speak for yourself there.
And the travel is Fessler struggled to pivot foot. And Louisiana will get it back. We've kind of gone into the blasé. Feels blasé right now, doesn't it? Just guys going through the motion a little bit.
I don't think we're getting this one done in 25 minutes.
I don't think so.
You were close, but
going to be far off, though. Sylvian, can he get a bucket off the glass? No, he can't. Rebound to Perkins. They'll get it ahead to Twellman now. Into the front court. Tries to get in the post, but it'll go off of Sylvia and out of bounds. Back to Silex. Perkins and Richards will return for the Dogs. Hutt and Chapman will take a seat. I'm sure that's going to be it for them tonight. Hutt will finish with 10. Chapman will finish with 9. Fessler gets it in and gets it right back, shoots a turnaround jumper from the paint, and it's good. Mercy sakes.
I had to borrow your calculator to figure up his points here in the second half.
Just in the quarter, he's filled up my new score sheet. I'm going to have to expand it like you showed me how to do. And the lead's down to 16. They get it inside. Sylvie's shot won't go, and it's out of bounds off of Louisiana, they say.
Down to 1:38 to go here in the ball game. Louisiana looks like they're going to advance on to face Ellsbury on Saturday at 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock, college game day, right? Yeah. Was it you and I talking about that, or Mark and I?
Probably you and Mark.
I wish they'd play these tournaments, start them at 1, 3, and 5. Three-pointer on the way.
It's
it
good.
goes. Tyler Twellman drains a 3. Big fourth quarter for the Owls as they've cut into a 24-point lead. Is what it got up to at one point. Now it's down to 13.
Yeah, I think Louisiana had kind of more or less called off the Dogs for the most part. Now they're kind of regretting that a little bit.
I would tend to agree with that. Guarantee you the big fella standing right in front of us isn't going to be very, very happy about the way this second half's gone.
No.
Richards back to Perkins as they continue to dribble around this weave. Down to 39 seconds, and Harrison's going to be fouled by Slayer. Yeah. And Harrison would go to the free throw line with a one-on-one opportunity.
He's got 2. He had a bucket back in the second, and that's all he scored this evening.
49-43 over at the high school. Winfield still on top of Bowling Green.
Bowling Green at the free throw line.
Harrison, his first trip to the free throw line tonight. First one's good.
Had to touch a couple parts of the rim before it fell in the hole, but.
Well, what were you calling it? Talking bad about the basketball earlier and how it
being dramatic.
Teases it. Dramatic. That's
being dramatic.
That's the word I was looking for. Second one's up. That's not dramatic. That's nothing but net.
Those are the ones I like.
56-41, down under 35 to play here in the ball game. Another sub into the game. Tim Carroll getting some time here for Silex. To the baseline, shots blocked. That's Fessler, and he'll go to the line and get 2 shots.
After Jack Logan.
I'm out of room.
I am too. I'm not going to lie to you. And I made my columns bigger than yours. So maybe I need to learn to write smaller.
Yeah, that's what Mark told me about a month ago when I was talking about it. He says, well, write smaller, you dummy.
I got to be able to read my handwriting.
Fessler at the line. He's made a bucket load of free throws tonight, too. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's made 7. Missed
7 of 8.
1, yeah. Now, I see what you did. 7 and 9.
Oh, I get blamed for that.
Back comes Louisiana. I would suspect if Silex will let them, they'll just dribble this out. We're down to 15.
I don't think Silex is going to let them.
Doesn't look like it. Tim Carroll is up guarding Harrison. He'll break the count now, down to 5. Now the double team will come, and he'll get it over to Richards. In the corner to Logan, and that'll do it for the game. Kind of a blasé end, but the Bulldogs advance 56-42 over the Owls. We'll have your post-game show next up on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 post-game show is coming up, brought to you by Abel's Quick Shops.
Abel's Quick Shops introduces the new Shell Fuel Rewards credit cards, now with even more ways to save with 2 great reward programs. Choose the Shell Fuel Rewards card or the Shell Fuel Rewards MasterCard and save 10 cents per gallon up to 20 gallons every fill-up, plus rebates on non-fuel purchases. Sign up at shell.us/getrewards from Abel's Quick Shops. We're just down the road.
Your 401k is likely one of your most important assets, but it's only one part of a comprehensive retirement strategy. Edward Jones can help you understand how your retirement assets fit into your entire retirement picture so you can work toward meeting your unique retirement goals. Contact me, Kayla Caldwell, your Edward Jones financial advisor, at 2604 Georgia Street in Louisiana. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. During the process, I'll work closely with your lender and other professionals to make it as effortless as possible. I'm here with you every step of the way, so when you're ready to buy or sell, call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Time now for the Eagle 102 post-game show on KJFM, sponsored by Abel's Quick Shops.
Welcome back to the middle school at Bowling Green. Louisiana Bulldogs advanced to the trophy game on Saturday afternoon, I should say.
Saturday afternoon, that's right.
At 2 o'clock against Ellsbury. They led at 14-8 at the end of the first quarter, outscored Silex 18-6, went to the locker room on top 32-14, 11-7 scoring advantage in the third quarter. They led 43-21. They stretched it out to 24, I believe, before Silex came back. Outscored them 21-13 in the fourth quarter, but Louisiana wins 56-42. Looking at the scoring for Silex, you would have to double-check me on this. 16 for
Fessler,
is that
Fessler,
right? Okay, yeah. 6 for Blake Thurman, 5 for Colin Twellman.
And Josh Price.
Number
2.
Price. I knew I was missing 5 points. There he is. Yeah, 4 for Daniel Havlick and 3 each for Tyler Twellman and Wesley Perkins. Silex was 9 for 13 from the free throw line, turned it over 15 times. For Louisiana, they were led by Mason Workston. Big night for him. He had 24. Quincy Hutt with 10. 9 for Tremaine Chapman. 4 for Wyatt Harrison, and 3 apiece for Nathan Perkins, Jack Logan, and Ryan Capps. The Dogs were 8 for 12 from the free throw line and turned it over 13 times.
Wow, what a game.
What a game.
And even better, ours did get over fairly close to that 25 minutes that you talked about.
Just a shade over, didn't it?
Just a little bit over. The game in the other gym is not over with at this time.
Let's take one more break. We'll see if we can get a final score with that, and we'll wrap up what happened tonight and head for home, waiting for championship night tomorrow night with the girls. Listen to the Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102. Show off your school pride today with the Bulldog debit card from Bank of Louisiana. Every time you use your Bulldog debit card, Bank of Louisiana will make a donation to the Louisiana School District. Stop by the bank today and get your new Bulldog debit card so you can start supporting the teachers and students with every swipe. The Bulldog debit card from Bank of Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Get connected to a fast-paced world with Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, an authorized U.S. cellular dealer, along with Dish Network, DirecTV, Viasat, and HughesNet high-speed internet packages. Cellular and Satellite Center also carries a variety of TVs and accessories and installs security systems. Get connected today with Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
The Evans Insurance Agency is a family-owned and operated business that is proud to sponsor area athletic and academic achievements. The friendly and familiar faces of the Evans family are here to make sure the things you love are in good hands. We serve all of Missouri and Kansas, helping to protect your home, life, autos, motorcycle, boats, and business. Give Scott, Shaylee, or Alec Evans a call at 816-423-4462.
96th Annual Bowling Green Invitational Tournament action on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Evans Insurance Agency, Silex Banking Company, Eolia Landscape Supply, and Lincoln County Farmers Cooperative.
Well, Jim, I don't think we're going to get the other Jim wrapped up just yet.
Jim.
Jim. I feel like all I do is say your name.
Let's follow up with what happened tonight over here anyway. Ellsbury defeats Van Far 50-44, as you just heard. Louisiana defeats Silex 56-52. Clopton came from 13 down to nip North Callaway at the end, 55-54 to advance to the championship game. They'll get the winner of the Winfield Bowling Green game. North Callaway will get the loser in the third-place game. And as we said, Louisiana and Ellsbury will square off at 2 o'clock and get things underway on Saturday afternoon.
So tomorrow at 5 o'clock, Marcia and I will be here in the middle school gym.
Marcia, she's coming out of retirement?
Marcia.
Oh,
I was
Lord.
lucky enough to have her in with me down at the Clompton Invitational Tournament for a couple
so
games.
She just shows up whenever she wants. And when you're a big star like Marcia, you just kind of call up and go, hey, I'm going to come and do some games tonight.
Yeah,
How about that?
she says, I'm available. What do you want me to do? That's kind of how it works. Either way, she and I will have that consolation game for you tomorrow night here in the middle school gym at 5 o'clock. It'll be online only at KJFMradio.com. Mark and Corey will have your third-place matchup between number 4 Silex and number 6 Bowling Green at 5 o'clock in the high school gym. That game, of course, on air and online. And then at 7 o'clock, you and Mark will have the championship game, which, fingers crossed, is not a 5-overtime game like their previous matchup between number 1 Clompton and number 2 Ellsbury. So,
well, you can expect it to be a defensive struggle. I can guarantee you that.
It's going to be something.
It will.
It will.
54-47 is the lead for Winfield, so it looks like they're going to survive Bowling Green over in the high school gym. We're going to wrap it up.
We're going to wrap it up. Thanks to Olivia for working the camera for us tonight, for Mark and Corey in the other gym, and Jim Ross here with me this evening. I'm Marion Everhart. You've been listening to the 96th Annual Bowling Green Invitational Tournament on Eagle 102.
You've been listening to Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Join us each week as we bring you the best of area high school sports on air at 102.1, online at KJFMradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. You can find a full recap of scores online and daily during Eagle 102 Sports, all from your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.